Hyundai is not new to hybrids or electrification, but it hasn't made a breakout model like Toyota Prius or Chevy Volt. Its new Ioniq has a chance to be iconic. It's a family of cars, since there are 3 distinct powertrains. Hyundai says a plug-in hybrid version will be available later in 2017. The standard hybrid has its sights set on Toyota Prius. This one is all electric. I'm spending less time on the battery-only model because it's exclusive to California for now. The front wheels are propelled by a 118-horsepower electric motor with 215 pound-feet of soul-satisfying torque. The transmission is a fixed-gear unit. I'll explain these paddles in a minute. Hyundai estimates the all-electric Ioniq will travel about 124 miles on a single charge. The Chevy Bolt EV goes nearly twice that far. However, the Chevy costs $7,000 more. That's because the battery, which is under here and here, is smaller. Lithium-ion polymer batteries aren't cheap. On 220 current, it fully charges in about 4.5 hours. Other than some very distant whirring, that's all you'll hear. Now, all that torque is available right off the line. So zipping around town is a gas, so to speak. All right, let's forget about efficiency and saving the planet for just a minute. This car is comfortable, it's exceptionally quiet, and kind of fun to drive. These steering wheel paddles are not for shifting. They adjust how much power is sent back to the battery. In their most aggressive setting, if I take my foot off the throttle, the drag is so great, don't really even need to use the brake pedal. While the range is less than the Chevy Bolt EV, in the 3 days that I had the Ioniq Electric, range was no issue at all. While I tried, I never got to test the full 124-mile claim. That said, it seems that Hyundai is somewhat conservative with that number, and with temperatures in the mid-50s, it appears that I would have gone just over 130 miles on a charge. Those who don't own an electric car forget that, since the car is charged overnight, a range of 124 miles is far more than many people need on a daily basis. That's around 850 miles in a week and 45,000 in a year. No, 124 is not good for long trips, but many families own more than one car. Ioniq Electric's pricing starts at about $30,000 before any tax credits. For $2,500 down and as little as $275 a month, there's Hyundai's unique subscription program that provides everything, even the cost of electricity. Moving to the Ionic Hybrid. This is the blue model, available in other colors, by the way. Retailing for $23,000, it's the least expensive Ioniq and the stingiest with a gallon of gas. According to the EPA fuel economy ratings, this Ioniq is more efficient than the Toyota Prius, even the Eco model. Ioniq is slightly easier on the budget and much easier on the eyes. In an informal poll with a dozen people, the Hyundai won the design award unanimously over Prius. A 1.6-liter 4-cylinder engine is teamed up with an electric motor to provide a total of 139 horsepower. The transmission is a 6-speed dual clutch, unusual for a hybrid. The entire battery pack fits under the back seat. 0 to 60 takes about 9 seconds, so Ioniq is a bit quicker than Prius. It's a skosh more engaging in corners, too. The best attribute of the Ioniq Hybrid may not be the fuel economy, it could be the driving dynamics. It doesn't use a continuously variable transmission that has that gliding dynamic. It's a regular 6-speed gearbox. This feels like driving a regular car. Handling is good too, though. Like the electric, the fun is limited by the low rolling resistance tires that lack some bite in the corners. And while it does the usual hybrid things like shut down the gas engine at rest, Ioniq seems to kick on the 4-cylinder earlier than Prius. Still, I averaged 55 miles per gallon and was often in the least efficient sport mode. Ioniq is quiet. Put your foot into it, and you can definitely hear the engine. All Ioniq models have a very conventional layout to the interior with good-looking materials for the class. Remember, the blue is the base model, so this is as Spartan as this space gets. Hyundai's user interface is straightforward and has Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The back seats of the electric and the standard Ionic Hybrid are the same. For an average-sized guy such as myself, space is pretty good. This being the most affordable model, generous room is about all that's offered back here. There's no power port or folding armrest. The cargo hold of the all-electric Ioniq is just under 3 cubic feet smaller than the standard hybrid version. Call me lazy. I'm only doing the test once. The hybrid's battery is smaller, so things can be stashed here, and as expected, the seats make Ioniq very practical for hauling. And even with the back seats usable, Hyundai carved out a generous cargo hold. A 7-pack score is close to some small SUVs. Speaking of, that's what buyers are gravitating to, so Hyundai is bringing Ioniq to market in tough conditions. Consumers are putting fuel efficiency on the back burner. Any of the 3 Ioniq models should make efficiency geeks happy and keep competitors on their toes. The plug-in hybrid version of Ioniq should be coming to Hyundai showrooms by the fall of 2017 as a 2018 model. The company says it has an all-electric range of more than 27 miles. That's in the neighborhood of the Prius Prime, which is also a plug-in hybrid, but about half the all-electric range of a Chevy Volt. My own experience with my Cadillac ELR, that averages about 30 to 35 miles of pure electric range, shows that even with less electric range, it dramatically reduces gas use since the car is charged at least nightly. At 30 miles a day, that's 210 miles a week on electric power, more if you charge midday. That makes trips to the gas station far less common. At this writing, I've owned my Caddy for 18 months and have filled the gas tank once, though it is getting low again. All right, folks, that's how I feel about 2 of the Hyundai Ioniqs. Hope to get the plug-in hybrid soon. A special shout out to my neighbors who let me charge the electric version at their house because they have a 220 charger. I charge my Cadillac ELR on 110 because I don't really need a 220 charger, and they're expensive. But I will say, electric cars are pretty cool. I think you should give them a chance. At least give them a look. That's Driven. I'm Tom Voelk.